Hello everyone, it's Mark, and this week I am a stick. I am the Sanderson collector. But also I am a stick. I'm going to open up 2 more boxes from my big foreign edition shipment today, and as always I have no idea what's in these, so I'm super excited to open them up, and let's get to it. And this one's the usual. It's got 3 smaller boxes inside, so let's see what's in them. Box number 4, sub-box number 1. Small one. Probably only 1 book in here. Yep. Well, that's an interesting one. It's a Czech edition of a Brandon Sanderson book. And let's see. Alright, it says Vyjednavac and Siri on the back, and Cesta. So yep, this is a Czech edition of Warbreaker. How the cover is supposed to represent Warbreaker, I don't know. I don't even know who those are supposed to be on the cover, but apparently that is the cover. It's got the little Warbreaker chapter headers too, so it's definitely Warbreaker. Translated 2010. Oh, that's definitely interesting. It's a nice thick edition from Czech of Warbreaker. Alright, so let's see what's in this second box. Is it more absurd Czech covers? It is not. Ooh, Dutch Staalhart, aka Steelheart. And that is 100% Steelhart himself looking out over New Cargo. That is a pretty cool cover. I like this one. I have seen Steelheart bleed. I mean, I know that's what it says. I can't actually read it. And, ooh, there it shows the cover for Firefight as well, which hopefully I'll have or will get at some point. Already got Calamity in Dutch, and I really like how the covers go together with the theme, so I'm definitely going to have to pick up Firefight to finish this set at some point. And there's 1 more book in this box. It is the Greek edition of one of the Reckoner's books, I assume? Firefight, maybe? Yep, okay. It says this one is Firefight, so this is the Greek cover for Firefight. I don't speak any Greek, obviously, so I don't know what it says. Nathan Goodrich. Prologue. Yep, 1-page prologue. First part, chapter 1. It's got what I assume is the Steelheart cover in the back as well, so that looks cool. I really like these Greek covers. I'm going to have to pick them up. They're very atmospheric. I like how they're representing Babylon, and I'm assuming that's Megan on the front cover of this one. So that's cool. And there's 1 more box inside this one, so let's see what's in here. Okay, so this would be the Greek Steelheart that I just saw, that we saw in the back of the Greek Firefight. Lots of depictions on these foreign editions of Steelhart himself looking out over New Cargo, which I think is cool, and they did a really cool job with the city on this one, so really cool. Really excited about it. So this one was translated in 2015, it looks like here, or published in Greece in 2015. And Firefight was also published in 2015 in Greece. So hopefully that means Calamity is out and I can get it and complete the set at some point. And wow, I'm impressed by how thick these books are. They feel like a adult Sanderson novel with this size and heft to them. So that's cool. And that's a hardcover of Way of Kings. I guess that's Czech, it says on the front. Czech Way of Kings, full-size hardcover. Yeah, it's got purple boards, but there's no logo embossed on the front, none of the glyphs. It just has Brandon's name and the title of the book, as it does on the spine. But it's still got the US cover art by Michael Whelan, which is real nice. I have to wonder if this is the entire book or just part 1, because it's really thin. Prologue begins with the word calyx, so that's definitely starting at the beginning. It ends with the epilogue. The dude with the flute, I guess that's Hoyd. That's cool. So yeah, it ends with the epilogue and Hoyd meeting Ton. So yep, that is the epilogue, so that is the full book, Way of Kings in Czech. Ooh, nice. It's even got a ribbon bookmark in here, if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. That's real pretty. It's got a little ribbon bookmark in here that you can use to mark your page. I always like it when books have that. And it's marking chapter 37, where we've got a really nice picture from Shallan's sketchbook. You can see here. So yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool Czech edition. Glad to add that to my collection. I think that makes 2 Czech editions from this box. Alrighty, got those books on my shelves and they're starting to look pretty nice. Got a couple books on every shelf back here. They're filling up, so let's get into box 2 and fill them up some more. So this is the 5th box I've opened, and sub-box part 1, or sub-box number 1, Danish hardcover. Nice. Danish hardcovers of, well, I would have assumed that that was Steelheart until I saw this one, which says what I assume is the word Steelheart on the front. So I think the second one is probably Firefight, and it's a view of like Babylon under the water. Yes. So it says this one is a translation of Firefight, and this one is Steelheart. Very nice, solid hardcovers, no dust jacket. This one is very much Steelhart himself in New Cargo, as all of the covers seem to be. It's a very common, very evocative theme. I like it. I especially like that you can see some of the destruction of New Cargo going on here. And then this one, I guess, is David in Babylon Restored. It's a lot darker than I would expect it to be for this book, but who knows? More new covers that I've never seen before. And I wonder what else is in here. Box 5, Part 2. Okay, that's awesome. That's a pair of Dutch editions of something that Sanderson wrote. Elend, Splinter of something, Ska, Kelsier. So I assume these are 2 of the Mistborn books. I think it's Mistborn and Well of Ascension, but I'm going to have to check. Those are awesome. Original title, The Final Empire, Mistborn Book 1. So this one is definitely Mistborn. It's got this super cool like wheel on the front. I don't know what it's supposed to symbolize, but it's got this really nice image of Vin and a candle, and I really like it. It's evocative of Luthadel, and they've got the maps. Maps are nice and translated. Map of Luthadel, all happy and translated. Super cool in the Dutch edition of what I'm assuming the word is last or final, so it's Final Empire, and Dutch edition of Well of Ascension. I'm not entirely sure what scene it depicts here, and again, it's got the wheel around Vin. It's the same emblem with the same snakes on the side and everything, so I don't really understand why that's there. Super cool. It's got Vin drawing a sword with someone floating in the background with long hair. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's supposed to be a mist wraith or something. I don't know, but it's still pretty cool. I like it. And yeah, it's got the image of Vin on the edge, and zooms in, you can see the sun through the mists there. Very evocative again. So yeah, these are a super cool set of Mistborn and Well of Ascension in the Dutch editions. I'm really happy to get these, add them to my collection. I'm gonna have to definitely finish out that set. I'm hoping they have Hero of Ages translated as well. And now it's on to the last thing for tonight. There's one more little box within this box that I'm opening here, and let's see what's in it. Ooh, okay. That's a French edition of Calamity. Yeah, that's another new cover that I haven't seen before. And it looks like they've subtitled this one as Steelheart number 3. So if you remember a couple weeks ago, I got Steelheart in French, and I did look up the translation of this title. It means Heart of Steel. So this one is Steelheart book number 3, Calamity, which is pretty cool. And as I always have to do when I get one of these, ooh, it gives me all the names of all the French books here in the front. So if you want to collect all the French editions, there's the names. There's the covers of some of them as well. The covers for Way of Kings, Part 1 and 2, and Words of Radiance, Part 1 and 2, it looks like. So those are definitely ones I have to find and add to my collection, because those are cool covers. So let's see if I can find this here. And there I am. All right, so acknowledgements of this one. I was a beta reader. So right there, Mark Lindbergh. I always have to find my name in these. Whenever I see them in a bookstore or whatever, I stop, I find my name. It's always so much fun. It's never going to get old, and it's super cool to open up these foreign editions and know that in whatever language, in this case French, my name is still in the book. Also, this cover is pretty cool. I guess that's representation of Ildithia. It's got the gritty, salty stuff floating everywhere, which is kind of cool, and I'm assuming that's David on the front. And a German edition of, I'm going to guess, Words of Radiance, because it has a word that looks like lights on the front, and it says something about Stormlight Chronicles on the back. Ooh, that's nice. It's got a cool fold-over page here on the paperback that has the entire map of Roshar. Ooh, yeah, okay, well that's definitely Words of Radiance, because it's got the Shalon end paper from Words of Radiance by Michael Whelan in the back end page with the fold-over, so that's super neat. And I don't think this is the whole book, because it only goes up through chapter 51 and there's no epilogue. So that means this is Germany Words of Radiance Part 1, and I'm going to have to find Part 2 somewhere, and that is massive already. But it definitely starts with the prologue here with Yasna's POV, so this is Part 1. Like I said, it goes up through chapter 51, so that's not the entire book. I'm going to have to track down the second part of this, I guess. But again, it's got a cover that is cool and new to my collection with... Although this cover doesn't make a lot of sense, there's like birds and a lake and a ruined castle. I don't really understand how that's supposed to represent the Stormlight Archive. It's still a cool image, but I don't know. Shrug. It's a cover. So that's the German edition of Words of Radiance Part 1. So this was a really cool box too. Danish, Dutch, French, and German editions, and lots of big thick books. So happy to put these on my shelves as well. So yeah, there we go. Another 2 boxes on my shelves. That's 5 down and a bunch more to go. As always, if you have a question about any of the books I showed you today, or you want to see them in more detail, or want to know anything about collecting Sanderson books, please leave a comment below. Or if you just liked the video and want to say something about it, also leave a comment, like the video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and until I get to unboxing more of these videos, have a good week.